Good morning, guys. Today's morning devotion is still in Genesis chapter 22, but today it's looking more so at verses 12 through 19. So really focusing on what Abraham really did and what he did shows about his relationship with God. And in verse 12 it says, "Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." And I think sometimes we can ask ourselves this question, or we hear this a lot about the need to fear God, but we may not really know what that means or what that looks like. And I think here we get a great example. It says, "Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son." Abraham put God first. He allowed God to stay first in his life. He did not allow anything else to take that place of superiority in his life. He let nothing stand in the way of his loyalty, his obedience, his faithfulness to the Lord. He did not have any idols. He was loving God and God alone, and he did not withhold anything from him. These are the results of fearing God. They enabled Abraham to do what he was able to do. And we have to ask ourselves, like, do we fear the Lord? Are we able to do these things? Keep God first in all things, not withhold anything from him, not allow anything to change or alter our loyalty and faithfulness to God. And then we have to remember, as we're continuing on, God again tells and confirms this promise that he has given to Abraham. And we have to remember that Isaac was just a part of this fulfilled promise. He was just a part of the plan that God had set forth for Abraham and his family. Isaac was just a part of God's bigger plan, and only one part of the promise fulfilled. There's more to be done, and it's our continued obedience that makes way for that more. The further fulfillment of promise was on the other side of Abraham's obedience. Because of his obedience, he gets to have this special part in the story of all that God did and all that God had planned to do at this point in time. Our obedience is what allows us to have this place and this space and the plans that God is doing to move and release his love and his power in this earth. He does have special places for all of us to occupy in his plan and in his will, and he will reveal those to us and especially reveal the instructions that we need to follow in order to be a part of his will being fulfilled on earth as it is in heaven. But all of that, our part in the plan, is going to require our initial obedience and our continued obedience. And it's going to require that as we're progressing, as we're journeying, we are not picking up idols along the way. We are not making idols of the things, not even of the things that God does, not even of the things that God gives. He alone is Lord, and it needs to stay that way as we are journeying through. So know that God has a special place and a special plan for you. Be encouraged by that, and know that the responsibility that we have in that plan is to be obedient to the Lord and to keep him number one. You guys have a wonderful day today. Bye, y'all.